Hi everybody, Heidi-The, your Yorkshire Crafter. How are you doing? I hope you're really well. I think I'm just going to crack on and then we can talk while we're working, because I'm going to be colouring something in, just wiping this. I can feel all powder. We're going to colour something in using my zigs, and it might take a little bit, so I thought we could have a natter while we're doing that bit, if that's all right with you guys. I know we like to have a bit of a natter, don't we? So what we're working on is, now I haven't done the card. I have stamped and coloured one in, but now then, I knew I had to get something ready. I stamped it in white. Hang on guys, I'm just looking for the grey. I knew I was supposed to get something ready. I just think it might be better in a grey. You'll see why. And not a black. Now then, what colour is the grey? Oh, it's there. Right, let's do it. So it's penny black. I get all my penny black from Budley Crafts. Now then, I'm not sure when this is going out. This could be before we do the giveaway or after. But on Sunday, the 1st of June, our during the live, our giveaway this week is, or was, depending on where we are, a £25 voucher from Budley Crafts. Now we can't fault that, can we? Right, this is Pink Frog watercolour card. Now then, I'm just thinking, I don't think I'm going to emboss it. Very unlike me. Because when I've embossed it in white, actually, I did stamp it in black. What have I done with that one? Because I could have looked at that. It's kicking about somewhere. I just thought it was too harsh. So I have actually coloured this in as well twice. But I'm not going to finish that one today. I will finish that on just off screen. Don't know what I'm doing with it yet. Haven't got a clue. So I just want to colour them in a different colour, that were all. So we'll stamp this in grey. Now, as a rule, you would normally leave them before you start colouring and chucking water at them. That's how good that stamp is. So, Morning Mist. Let's see what this does to it. It's a lovely little stamp. Now, the one I've cut out and coloured in, it's got dyes with it, by the way, so it's dead simple. The one I've cut out and coloured in, like I say, I've done it in white. So there is a reason why I'm putting it as I'm putting it when we put it together. And I think it got a bit lost. See, that's lovely. It's not harsh at all, is it? I'm just wondering whether to just leave it at that. I mean, you lose a bit of light. Oh, we'll put a little bit on. I just don't want it to go dark. Tell you the difference in a stamp when you stamp it in white, or, well, I mean, I've heat embossed it in white. I haven't stamped in white. Heat embossing always takes a little bit extra of your paper away, if you know what I mean. It swells up. And I couldn't colour in the little vines because the white had spread too much. I mean, I love the way it's turned out, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to try it with a bit of colour now, just to see how that works. I may like my other one better, who knows. I'm going to show it you at the end anyway, so we can compare. Well, I'm going to make it into a card. I haven't done it into a card out yet. Right, which way around is that? That'll do. I've got getting quite a collection now of my penny black. I'm really loving the penny black, I really am. And I didn't know they did stuff like this. I thought they only did the red rubber. So I'm really pleased with that. You might see me stop for a drink a few times. I'm so thirsty. I was so ill yesterday. Well, I wasn't ill yesterday, I was ill last night. I had a really bad tummy bug, and overnight I lost £5, so that tells you something, doesn't it? I mean, it'll go straight back on, like, but don't need that. I'm only using 3. Now then, am I even using these? I've coloured it in this afternoon. Can't even remember how I've done it. I don't even think. Tell you what. Let's see how it works with. And just to speed things up, I did do it with a fine brush. Just to speed things up, I'm going to do it with a thicker brush. Because it did take me a while. But like I say, I weren't feeling the best, so... Alright, let me just see how that works to spread on its own. I think that's all I did. Yeah, oh, I know what I did. Ignore me. I think the dark was too dark, yeah. I've got my water fountain there. It just saves me having it here outside for everybody to see. It's not something you want to see, is it? Oh, do you know? I don't know. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to dab it up anyway. I'm going to stick with the pink. Right, so we're only using pink and green, that's it. So I'm going to get straight on. And actually, I am going to see if I can move this in. Because I do use it a lot on this. See if I can move it in without spilling it. Da, 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 da. Oh, oh, here she comes. That'll do. Oh, that'll make things so much easier. So I'll keep that one there. And I'll have this one as my dabber. Right, let's start. So, like I say, I'm going to use a thicker paintbrush. Do you know what's funny and all? It might not take as long. I can see the lines. When I did it in white, I couldn't see what I was doing. Oh yeah, I've just realised I didn't finish it off either, because I didn't do them little bits there. So I will need to grab an orange or a yellow. The only issue I have now is I don't have those lines to protect me. You know, where it gives you like a valley, mountain, whichever. Well, I don't have that protection now. So if I go out, I go out. That is all we are doing. But I'm going to see if I pick it up straight away. I don't know. I might go with darker one, you know. Or I just don't lift it. Just let it dry on its own. Let's see what happens if I don't lift it. I can always re-wet it and do it. So I'm going to do a couple at a time. I do 1 or 2 first, and then when I get into the swing of it, I do a couple at a time. Because if you leave it too long, it will dry and it will be harder to move around. It's a lovely pink. Like I said, there's a die cut to go with this, so I'm not worried about all these extra bits around the outsides. Should have seen the one I was doing earlier. I had zigs everywhere and I've ended up with just 2. Yeah, I think I do want to lift it a bit, maybe. Just slightly, that'll do. Gosh, what a difference it makes not being embossed. And like I say, it's not black, so it's okay. I think sometimes black's a little bit too much. And all of us, no matter who we are scared of stamping an image in a different colour. Because it's just not normal, is it? We're not used to it. I mean, grey's not far off black, but I was a bit, oof, daren't I? Yeah, that'll do. So I might as well just do the flowers. So how's everybody doing? I'm still not getting in front of my videos. At the moment, I mean, it could be by the time I go out with this one, but at the moment, I've only got one as backup, and that goes out tomorrow. Or, oh no, I think I've got Sunday mornings. You know what, I always do one on Sunday morning. Even before we go live, I always have a video on a Sunday. 4 videos a week. Sometimes I think to myself, you know, what are you doing? How are you doing it? Because I just surprise myself sometimes. And then sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I've got all these ideas in my head and I just can't get them done. That's not the case right now. The case is I've got all this time because there's no school run because the kids are off. But I haven't got the... Well, I've got some ideas. Some stuff I'm waiting for to come and deliver it, and it's been bank holiday, hasn't it? So that's actually ruined me. Well, it hasn't ruined. It's not given me as much time to do my stuff for the Sunday live. And because we've been doing more different stuff on the Sunday lives, even that's taking me more time. So I have been struggling for getting things done, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not liking this pink at all. What am I doing that's different from this morning? Can't change it now, I've already started, but I'm definitely doing something different. Probably just not picking it up as quick. Or I didn't put too much water down. Like I say, I haven't got that protection now because I haven't embossed it. And it just stops it from going over the edges. Let's see. I just think it looks too solid. That's better. That doesn't. Hey, have we worked it out? I forgot to put my ankle thing in freezer, and my ankle's swollen. I don't tell Andy because he'll shout at me. Why don't you put it in freezer? You know they get bad. He's like my dad. I know I call him dad, but I think he takes on the role now. Just because he's at 60. Don't tell him I said that. So I'm getting through this way quicker than what I did. Saying that, I was I don't know if anybody watches Clarkson's Farm. Well, Caleb, who's in it, has done his own tour. I mean, I'm probably way behind. It's probably years old. But he did his own tour. And I asked Andy if he wanted to watch it. And he says, oh no, he says, I'm not bothered. So when I came up to do some prepping and stuff earlier, I thought, oh, put it on. And it's lethal. You put something on and you don't have to get distracted. It's crazy how much you really do slow yourself down. It's crazy. So I told myself off, and I've come up this evening, or this afternoon, and I haven't even put it on. I haven't put the tab on. And it's left me time to film. Because I know what I'd have done and all, I'd have been like, oh, film when this is finished. And before I know it, it's time to go downstairs. I've got Lolly asleep under the long bench where Andy sits. She's got that little pen bed thing, like a play pen. She loves to go in it, you know. She goes in it off her own back. She takes my slippers in with her, lays on them. She's funny. She really is funny. She's a joy. Don't know what we're doing about getting Sandy yet. I haven't looked, if I'm honest, I'm not going to lie. Lolly's being harder than what I thought she was going to be. Or that I remembered, should I say. But not in a bad way. She's really good. She's saying that. We had to go and park, obviously, today to take the dogs out. And we walk another dog during week. A lady across the road who works with Take Her Dog. And it was absolutely siling it down. And I mean siling it down. And I've got one of those, what swimmers wear, them coats when they get out of water, one of them big things. I think they get changed in them and stuff. Well, both me and Andy have got them for wet days on park. That didn't do well, did it? So I had to pick her up because she was crying and she was shaking, and I had to wrap her in my coat with me. But she's got no meat on her whatsoever. And she would eat non-stop if you let her. There's just nothing to her. I'm hoping it means she's going to be a small dog, but I think people look and say, oh God, they're starving that dog. Well, we're really not. Look, I've put too much water on there. I can cover that with a bit of white because we're going to splatter it with white. So I can get away with that. I'm not worried about that. It's amazing what a bit of white splatter does. Can't believe how quick I've got round it all nearly. Well, I haven't, have I? That's a lie. Oh, come home again. We had to put a log on fire for her when we got back. It was for her, you know, I promise. It was dead snuggly in room with fire on. I come up here and I'm like, oh no, I don't. And I go downstairs and I'm like, stick a log on, babe. And he's like, no, it's too warm. We're totally chalk and cheese when it comes to heat. I can't stand heat outside, but actually neither can Andy. But in the room, I like to be cosy, and he likes to be cold or cool. In the bedroom, we both agree, windows open, everything. Just can't stand a warm bedroom. It makes you sick. Yuck. When you've got Andy, me, and 2 babies in there, it gets warm. Oh, that's so much better. I really don't like using this cardstock, sorry, but it proper spreads. I don't like using it on when I'm doing something like this, but it was the nearest one I had to white, and I wanted it to be white. It's funny that finding a white cardstock is hard. I mean, I use Nina. Obviously, that doesn't take water or anything. It's not very good when it comes to stuff like that. But that's as near as white as I've got in any cardstock. And when you look at it properly, it's not white. It's even called white. But it's not really. It is beautiful cardstock. Yeah, it's hard, really hard to get a white cardstock. Oh, we'll be done soon. It's taken nowhere near as long as I thought. It's not a bad thing, is it? I can heal. I was going to set Andy a YouTube channel up of his own. You know when he comes on lives and does his jokes. I'm going to set him a website up, not a website, a YouTube channel, and call it Tumbleweed. I did tell him. He's like, "What are you saying?" Well, what are you saying? His jokes are terrible. Poor lad. Half the time I don't even understand what the punchline is. I don't get the joke. I think that's just me though. I can't tell a joke to save my life, mate. Don't know what kind of flower this is. I'm just thinking then, because I don't know what them bits out middle, but I think they're going to be yellow or orange. I can say that. This would be nice, actually, if you put your colour down like I have done. It's too late for me now. But instead of putting your paintbrush on with some water, putting your Winkers filler on it, it'd be a lovely finish to it all. I've just realised there's some pinks we've missed, but we'll do them in a minute because I don't water them down either. This is one of my best buys, is this. And it was only because I'd seen it on, I don't think it was TikTok. I don't think I have TikTok. It was on a reel, the thing we've been talking about in group lately, where you can't help, well, you never know what's coming next. So we stopped the reels because something naughty came up after on somebody's. So we stopped reels being allowed in group. But yeah, I think that is actually what I saw this on, and it was obviously a set-up scene, and it was a woman sat at a table, and she was painting, and her husband were filming, and he came over and said, "So and so wants to know, what's this that you're using, and what do you do with it?" And I thought, go on, I'll listen to you, and that's what it was. It was this, and I thought, right, I'm going to give it a go and see if I'm gullible. And I love it. I like to think I'm not gullible and I can spot things. But you never know, do you? Never say never. I saw Andy get, well, nearly scammed hour on nights, and he woke me up. This man says I'm not paying my tax and I've got to send him £850 now. He says, and I can't find my bank card. Can I use your bank card? And obviously I just woke up. And I says, don't be so stupid. I was like I was talking to a child. And he's saying, no, it's real. Honestly, he says, he knows all my details and everything. He knows everything about me. I says, I proper shouted at him, like an argument shout. I was angry. I think I was angry that I'd been woke up, actually. And the guy says, oh, I'll leave you both to it. He says, and I'll ring you back in 5 minutes. He never rang back. So I was right. But you just don't know, do you? The thing is, Andy had been made redundant and had started another job. And people were saying that the person he was working for, just be careful because he's funny about paying your taxes and stuff and your wages. And Andy hadn't had a problem getting a wage off him. He'd paid it. We're all above board. It were all through whoever they go through, I don't know. But we're an agency. But Andy was never... They never missed paying him. So I was a bit... And by the time that they was trying to scam him, Andy didn't work there anymore. He'd found a proper job, a permanent job, not through an agency, where he is now. So this was after he'd left and saying that, oh, you owed these taxes and what have you. So he panicked. Now, I'm the panicker in the house. Put far too much water on there, it's coming right over. So yeah, it was, just shows that anybody, I'm still going to say hopefully never me. I even got, what was it now? EDF ringing me. These are little stems in this. I had to actually look at the stamp to see what bit were what on this. Yeah, EDF were ringing me. They wanted to, because it was in my name and all, they want to sort this out and put us on a better plan. This is a few years ago, about 5 years ago. And they says, right, can you give us a meter reading? I said, right, yeah, that's fine. Can you tell me what your monthly payment is now? I says, no, you should know that. I says, yeah, but I'm just trying to confirm that we're talking to the right person. I said, you tell me what it is, and then I know that I'm talking to the right person. And we were toing and throwing, and it turned out they weren't the right person. I knew they weren't, there was just something about it. So again, trying to scam us. unbelievable, honestly. Right, the colouring's done, and I'm quite surprised how quick it's done. Well, the pink anyway. And I'm not happy where it's gone out of the lines. Like I say, if I'd have embossed, it wouldn't have happened. But if I'd have embossed, I wouldn't have been able to do these fine lines now that I'm going to do with the green. So, and that I will show you on the one I've already done, because it makes a massive difference. So yeah, anyway, that's that was me trying to be well, them trying to scam me, should I say, but it didn't work. And Carly messaged me one day. She says, "Mom, I've had to pay this money because they won't release my parcel from Royal Mail. They said I've overpaid." So she sent them £3. That's all it were, £3. I said, "Why have you sent them £3, Carly?" She says, "Because they won't release my parcel." I says, "What are you waiting for?" She says, "I've no idea." I says, "No." I says, "And Royal Mail wouldn't ring you and ask you for money either." Obviously, I worked there at the time. She said, "I've been scammed, haven't I, Mum?" I said, "Yeah." So she had to go and change the bank cards and everything. But luckily, that's all it was. It was just £3. It's crazy, isn't it? It's scary is what it is. But like I say, I've always said, I've always prided myself on my memory. Now I think I don't have a memory. I think I can come off now and then somebody will say, if I put this out tomorrow, they'll say, "Oh, you mentioned so-and-so. What do you do about this?" And I'll have to go and watch it because I can't remember what I said. And that's shocking for me. I hate it. I don't feel in control sometimes now. So I've always said I'd like to think I'd never get scammed and what have you, but the way my head's going, yeah, you just don't know, do you? You just don't know. And I'm not saying I'm elderly. They do target the elderly. So it scares me that one day they're going to, mind you, they've got no to take, but it's not the point, is it? We watched a programme the other day and a woman an elderly woman, she was 86, I think it said she was being scammed, but it was an interceptor programme and they intercepted eventually, and I don't know how they do it because I don't do computers, but they blocked the guy from taking the details from whatever device you were on anyway. And she hung up the call because he says, "Hang up and I'll call you back, we'll sort a different way." And in them hanging the phone up, the scammer hanging the phone up, the interceptors got hold of her, said, "Don't pay it, you've been scammed." Bless her. 86-year-old. It's just rotten in it, is what it is. Right, I'm going to do my leaves as I normally do my leaves. And I'm going to chuck in there. I'm putting some of that pink at the bottom there. I'm going to chuck in there little bits of pink. Now, it does work nice when it's dry. It stands out lovely. Oh, not many leaves on it. I must have really been on a go slow when I was watching that programme because I was colouring one in. It took me hours. And this is not going to take that long. It's probably why I decided I was only going to do one instead of the other stamp as well, because of how long it took me this morning. That's my own fault. That green took a bit of moving then. Just dipping a bit of that pink in. It's just like it's caught the light off the flowers. Too much there, look. Don't put your zig to wet like I've just done. It doesn't work very well. I'm alright with that. Wondering what we're doing. Yeah, there you go. I've gone over there with pink so it fits now. Yeah, it moves so much better if you just do one leaf at a time or one petal. But I do understand that that's a bit time consuming. But if you're not in a rush, just do it like that and see the difference. I'm going to put some green down as well so I can pick that and put it where... Oops, I think I picked up pink. Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, I like that. Now then, what else do I have to tell you all? Don't know. Told you all about Lolly getting stung, didn't I? How did I forget? You got stung by a bumblebee. See, did I forget? I'm asking you. It was awful. She was screaming. We had to take her to the vets. I rang them first. This is get her up here straight away. I'm not going to tell you the story because I've probably already told it. Pick up a little bit. You only want the tiniest bit. I mean, you don't have to put any in. I like the look of it, that's all. Almost done. No fussy cutting today because there's a die. I wish we were live because I have got so much card cut here at side because I didn't know which to put it with. Oops. So yeah, I'm still, even now, don't know what colour to put it with. It's no good to me now, is it? I mean, I asked Andy if he wanted to do some more lives, you know, different times as well. But I don't know if I want, well, should I say, I don't know if you guys want to be put through that. It wouldn't be often because Andy works nights. But it's just like he's been off bank holiday and what have you. And yeah, we could have done. Especially the way the weather's been. Because that's been nice, hasn't it? Always rains on a bank holiday. Little bit of pink and then we'll die cut it. Then you'll have to shout at me at what colours to put. See, I'm going over there for my fountain then. For those that don't have one, when you've done that, I mean, mine's filthy, it's really filthy. But to get rid of your water, and then you get fresh water. I love it. I won't be without it. And I'm going to put it back there now because we don't need it now. Have you had water filling up on it? Oops, there you go. All done, all in place. Right, so I'll get the die out. I've just put it on its magnet. I feel like I've achieved something when I start putting my stuff away and I get them onto my magnets. Not really achieved out, but should I say it makes me feel better. Right, turn it that way, Heidi. Now, the way I lined this up was that stuck out, that stuck out. Let's see if it works the same. Yay. I've just bought this from Budley Crafts, so they do have it. Now then, and I don't know if it's one of the new ones in stock, because anything Budley Crafts getting new, anything at all comes in with 5% off to everybody, anybody and everybody. That's why we didn't get a discount code, but we have got a £25. Well, didn't we got two £25 vouchers to give away. I'm just putting this through the dye machine now. So yeah, I know this is still there because I've just bought it. Right, so it takes your middle out. I'll keep them, not tighter out, but you know what I mean. So there's your, oh, it looks lovely like that now. It certainly looks different when you've cut it out. I'll show you the other one now. With the grey, what a huge difference that's made. Like I say, I'll show you the other because I haven't made it into a card out. So this is the other one. So this is done in white. And it is lovely in its own right. I've splattered it in white, that's why it's got marks on it. But what a difference. And I've used the same pens. How different does that look? Hey, I'm really pleased with that. Wow, I can't get over that. That's so different. Oh, I don't want that now. So this is what I've got. So because I wasn't 100% with the white, I'm putting it on the end of here. I'm going to cut that off. Well, this is my plan anyway. And I'm going to put, these are just old ones. I'm either going to find a word that says hello, which I know I've got. That'll be off, don't forget. And put that in the middle. Put hello in the middle and put some gems around it. So that's one of my options. I just didn't like it central as is, although it looks nice with that. I hadn't tried it with that. But it was, these are, like I said, these are just at the side of me. So it'd be like that. Maybe stand it on there a little bit. So that's an option. But I really like that. I really loved that. I'm going to splatter it in white. But also, so the panels. Oh, these are the ones I've cut out and did in blue. With the white. And I just don't, I love my colouring. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And my idea was to come either side and put a square in the middle with something. I don't know what yet, just still playing. But I want to do it in grey now. But I do absolutely love the way that's coloured. I should have gone with them colours for this. Anyway, so the panels, I've got, because on the live somebody said we do some more with your panels. It was Bev actually. So here's one for you, Bev. That's this one. That's quilted front by Concord and Ninth. I think majority of these you may still be able to get hold of. That's just a Ripple one. I didn't know whether I'm going to use it. The Leafs one I thought about, but then I just thought, maybe a bit too much. Maybe not actually. It might look really nice. But I also wanted one, like you see this has got a line all the way around. So this cuts. So that will cut your panel in half if you've got a full panel. This one has got no line, so it just embosses into your panel, which is what that's done. So this was already this size, it's just embossed into it and left it as is. So I like that. So I use them for different reasons. That's the one I'm going to use, I think. So that's another one the same. And I've got a few more out here, but it's all the same. That cuts like that. I was going to use this one actually. I did cut it to use it, but I changed my mind. Because I was going to put this on, what have I got here? I was going to put it on this one, so you could see the colour through it, and then put it on there, and I just didn't like it. It was lost. So, does that one go? No, still don't like it on there. But I've used this many a time before, so just shows that you like things for certain things, don't you? So what I did end up with was using this one. This is Intricate Stitched Ovals by Pigfresh Studios. Now, I'm still tempted to use this at the moment. But what I've done is I've embossed this panel. It's one with no edges, so you just put it on through your machine like this, and that's what you come out with. And then I've put a white panel through, and then obviously it's just a panel. I just got the panel out of it. But it's a bit wonky, that's why I didn't use it. I was umming and ahhing, so what I did do was I cut the edges off. So if I put that on this panel now, it actually runs from the blue into the white, back into the blue. And I really, really liked that. But I also did it, this is where I got come out stuck. I also did it in pink. And I thought, right, that pink will look nice there. The white just, Now that does, you see, that works on the pink. But I just thought it's too much pink. So that's why I did the blue. And I am going to, I'm going to go with the blue. I'm going to stick that on there. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to stick it on there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use my tape runner, I think. I'm not. Can't find my tape runner. Right, I'm going to use glue. Oh, I found it. It's under all this card I've got inside of me. So, I think I'm doing it in this just in case I don't like it, because this is temporary, isn't it? Till it's not. So, you've got 3 dots there, and you've got 3 dots on the blue. And that makes it run in a complete run. Although it looks a bit off. No? Can't be. Anyway, so I think I'm going to prop this up. I'm not using that one. I'm going to prop it up. Do you like it on the blue? I really like it. And I'm going to put some yellow, we need some yellow. I'm going to put some pink gems on it. Let me just grab a yellow. Or an orange. What have I got? What have I got first? I know it's a strong orange, but oh no, it's too strong, isn't it? That's far too strong. Let's go yellow. I'm not doing out fancy, I'm just putting a bit of something in them there spaces. Oh yeah, yellow's better than orange anyway. I'm going to do it because I'm going to put this onto that other one. You see what I mean? Like, I can't get into them little white, got an hair on there, into them white lines. And look how much smaller my leaves are because of the embossing. And like colouring these little bits in, they are the tiniest bits. Quite seeable on there, but not on here. But anyway, it's done. I'm definitely going to do them corner ones in a grey. And I'm glad I didn't do them in black, so it's worked, hasn't it? Right, I want to stick some white on it. I'm just using this because it's here. If I'm not, or should I say, when I'm just practicing myself, messing about, I use this because it's quick. And then I'm not wasting my good stuff, which is what I put onto the videos. Oh yeah. So really I should be using it. Duh. But no, this might sink in a bit as well because my ink's still wet. Is it even coming out? I can't see it. Oh yeah. Now I absolutely think it needed that to break it up a bit. I mean, it's sunk straight in on this one, which it doesn't normally do. It's not coming out very well, but it'll do. We'll do for what we want it for. I think I'll give that a blast. Yeah, this is going pink as well. If I'd used my Dr. Martens, it wouldn't have done. It's right. It's okay. Right, so I want some pads because I'm going to stand that up. Just thinking with the... Oh yeah, let's not be sat at it for ages. Let's just do it. I'll have a bit there. Ideally, I could have just run my bendy ones around it. Oh, that weren't happy about coming off. A few more. Hope you all watched That's Good. I think I told you what we watched, didn't I? Oh yeah, I mentioned it on another video. I can't remember what it's called anyway, so it doesn't matter. There you go, that's my memory at its best again. What did we watch? Code something. It's not very good. Now, actually, you know, this is a straight, pure example. Die cut. If you've got this and you want to pad it up, like I'm doing, don't do it this way. Die cut it again and again and again, about 4 times. And just layer it up. 1, it won't get crushed in the post because you'll have solid card behind it. And 2, you don't have to mess about like this. I should have done it, never thought. When you get a perfect die cut like that, where you know it's got to have a place, and you can't go wrong lining it up, that's what you should do. Just use your scrap card behind it. Silly me. Right, what have we got? Go in there, I think, maybe. Yeah. Just one bit in there and then we'll call it a day. Now I'll pad that one up Oh, we'll see. What time are we on? Nearly done. Let's see how far we get. So I'd like you to see that one finished as well. Seeing as I weren't going to use it at all. Right. Really, you should pad them up if you're going to do it like this, but just for... I'm going to say just for TV. We're not on TV. It's you guys telling me on live that you've got me on telly. It's weird. So weird it is. Right, just a few bits with it on. There's two. Right. I will put a white panel on there, on the inside. I may even put, if I don't use it, I may put a little bit of that in it. I don't know. So I want this to be, I like that for top. Maybe. I'm going in the middle so that I can evenly put some gems on. Does that look middle? It is now. And then, oh, this was the, this is out of the same set, but there's no dye with it, and I don't like cutting my own. Yeah, I love what it says, but it needed a dye with it because I don't like cutting my own things out. Just a note, I didn't do it very well, but it's with the same cardstock, so maybe that would be a good one. What other one did I say? Oh yeah, it'll have to be that one, because that other one I'm going to put on other bit. So let's stick that down. Now I do have, although I don't know where, some very luminous pink gems. So I'll find them and I'll put them on if I like them. But I hope you like this. It was just something a little different. And now I'm going to stick it outside because I didn't like how it were originally done. So yeah, you have seen it different. And when it's got some gems on, I think it'll look quite nice. I hope you like it. I'm really pleased with it now that I've stamped it in grey. Really pleased. Let's get this other one on right quick. So I am going to use this. I'm definitely going to have some of it off. Maybe there. Yeah, I could use them on the inside if I cut that there. Right. Let me just put a mark so I'm not putting any foam that side. Right, again, I'm just going to stick them willy-nilly. Finger sticking. These are Pink Frog. The big foam pads, but I just cut mine down. It's easier. A couple more. Gosh, I'm so thirsty, it's unbelievable. It's constant. I remember when I used to drink, well, I don't think it was the hangover part, you know, the day after you could drink gallons and gallons and gallons of water. Or I would drink Coca-Cola, which I still do. Well, no, I have one can a day. I'll say one day, bring me a can up before you go to work, or get me a can up into the craft room. And yesterday I went down And I says, do not judge. He says, what? And I had 5 cans of Coke in my hand, all unopened. Just like when he brings me a can, sometimes I don't drink it. And I had 5 unopened, all from in here. And yeah, I've just opened one now, and as soon as I come off, I'll drink it in one because I'm so thirsty. When I worked at Royal Mail, I drank gallons of water. I don't drink any now, and that's really naughty of me. I should. Right, I'm going to put it. I want it up. No, I'm going to go central. So there's my marker, there's my marker. Let's go somewhere there. Now, yeah, I need to add a bit there. That one's not going to be okay. But I'll add one there. I'll do it now before we get any further. Perfect. It's good to use my panels again. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that I haven't put it central. I hate throwing bits like that. Doesn't look right. Maybe. Do you know what? Let's not waste it. And if I put it there, it's flat and I can cut that off. Ta-da! Go me. I'm doing that a lot lately. Right, sentiment. I am going to go with one of these. These were just junk outside. It don't look too bad, does it? I'm going to... Is that Lolly? Let's just go up. Lolly! Come here, baby. I don't trust her, she'll want to go to the toilet. Oh, listen. So I'll stick that down. She's only had a little sleep then. A bit more. 1 minute, baby, we're nearly done. And I'm not going to take it right to the end because it's going to sit on that, if this works. Lolly. I could have picked Rosie up and just sat her outside me and she'd just sit there and watch me. Not Lolly. Lolly, I'm coming, sweetheart. You sit there, she sat at my feet. I'm coming. So I'll go and put the pink gems on, if I can find the pink ones. And I think they're pretty pink posh, so I'll tell you that bit now. And then I'll see you on my next one. And I hope you all have a great week or weekend, wherever we are in the whatever's going on. Oh, it needed a little bit taking off. Can we get away with that? I want to lift it. Perfect. Hey, I like that in there, you know. I might take a little bit more off that. I like that. So those are your cards. They need the gems. I will do something with this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like I wasted a lot of time colouring today. It really, really looks better like that. Although, I think that looks pretty good on there. So I'm going to go and I'm going to go and take her out for a wee. Lolly, come here. Come here. I don't trust your kid. And then I'll catch you all soon. I'll put photos up once I've put the gems on. I love you guys. Bye.